It's yours truly, DJ Roy from iHeartRadio, CaribStar Radio, and of course I'm here with two mega superstars live in the city. My good friend, a young man I watched grew up in the Flatbush area, Vanderveer area, now mega superstar, now resides in Florida. My brother, Shaggy.
Yes.
Wagwan.
Indeed. Thank you very much for that wonderful introduction. My military dressed comrade over here.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I kind of dress for the occasion because I know you're a military man.
Well,
so I
yes.
figured I'd come looking militant.
I look like a rainbow flower right now with this on.
Okay. All right.
Look at this. Look at
Colorful.
I'm so.
You're Floridian, so I expect this. You're Floridian.
I got a Florida sweater on.
All right. And of course, you're sitting beside another mega superstar.
I'm rolling with Africans right now.
Mega superstar.
Bruce
Let me say
Melodie.
welcome, Bruce Melodie. Wagwan, boss.
Wagwan. Thank you for having me. Bruce Melodie, all the way from Kigali, Rwanda, East Africa.
It's the motherland.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So let's dive right there. How did the connection come? You, Shaggy, making this link.
I met Steve in Kigali, Rwanda. He came to Africa.
So Steve is the head of S-Curve record.
Okay.
Him and I did Banana, the Banana record with Conqueror.
The one you gave me to world premiere.
Right. Yes. Exactly. Of course, this guy. So
I gotta put that in.
that's the Steve he's talking about. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I met Steve in Kigali. He had my song playing on the radio. It's called Funga Macho. When he heard the song, he liked the song. So he came to me. He was like, I think Shaggy will love the song. So he sent the song to Shaggy. Before I get there, I'm a big fan of Shaggy.
Okay.
So I watched him. Like I'm the biggest fan since maybe the day I was born because he's been doing this for a long time.
Yes.
So when he told me that he's going to put Shaggy, maybe Shaggy could love the song, I was like, is this for real? He was like, yeah, he's a good friend of mine. Then he sent the song. Shaggy liked the song, but the song was in Kinyarwanda and Swahili, which is our language back in Africa.
Yeah, I don't know what he was saying on the record. It just sounded good, though.
So he couldn't understand anything.
Right.
So the comment from Shaggy was like, you should go back to the studio, you do the song in English so people can pick, like they can understand what you're singing about. So I went back to the studio, I sent him the demo. Boom, I had his verse, like, it was crazy. I couldn't believe that I'm doing a song with Shaggy.
Now, Shaggy, what drew you to the song?
Great melodies. I mean, when Steve sent it to me, it was like, yo, this is fire. And I listened to it. I don't understand a word he was saying, of course. And the beat was more of a native Afro beat kind of vibe that he had. And I think it needed more of a hybrid melody, so a hybrid vibe on the production. AJR came in and they did some things to the beat. It went back and forth with me and Steve for a while, and I was like, till I was satisfied, and then I threw a verse on it. And at that point, the song kind of took some shape. The best thing about the song that I found out was that it made me feel happy. It was
and
a
that's
feel
the feeling
good.
you get when you just
And I'm in this place in my life that I'm really, really happy. I'm in a great place. I got good energy, so I want these feel good type of records, and it just felt good. And I hadn't met Bruce yet at all until we did. I think we were doing an iHeart event in was it Dallas?
It was Dallas.
And I met him for dinner right before the show, and he was a really, really decent guy. I realized that he's such a lover of music, and he told me a crazy story while we was there. He's like, when he was like 14, I had played in Kigali at the stadium, and he actually didn't have money to come to the concert, so he snuck in, and in his mind he was like, yo, I would love to do a record. So it's almost like he manifested it in a way.
Words sound power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that now just kind of came to this point where we're doing this record and really enjoy promoting it together.
How would you describe your music, Bruce?
To be honest, I don't do this particular type of music.
Yeah.
I just bring out what I have in me. So the way I can describe my music is when I feel like I have something to bring out, I let it go. So I'm a free person who does the music the way it comes in my mind.
What would you like the fans on this side of the world to take from your music?
First of all, happiness and love. That's the things I have right now to say. I just do lovely music, and I want everyone who listen to my music to be happy. Yeah.
Well, how long have you been doing music? When did you start? You started at a young age?
Yeah, I started in Sunday school, like everyone else. I don't like to say this, but it's true. I started in Sunday school in choir. But when I was, by the time Shaggy came in our city, I was trying to start producing some music. Yeah, I was like, I want to be a good producer, music producer.
Right.
By the time I started producing, one of the producers who were teaching me the production, who were giving me the production skills, he was like, Brad, you have a good voice, bro. You just do one song. So in 2012, that's when I released my first single. By the time I was like 18. So from then, people liked the song. I was like, maybe I should release another single. That's how I came into music as a singer.
English not being your first speaking language. When did you learn English?
You know, I went to school. It's crazy. When I went to school, we started learning, like we used to study in French. By the time they changed the whole system, the government changed the whole system, then we shifted to English. But I couldn't make it to the school, so I had to get out of the school. So because the hustle was hard, I went to street to be a producer, just to make money for my family. So that's why the English is not my first language.
Right.
We have our local language, which is Kinyarwanda, which I speak very well. And I started learning English maybe in 2000 and I could not remember, but by working, by traveling, by meet a lot of people, I just keep learning how to speak. I keep improving my English.
All right. You're live. This is CaribStar Radio. Yours truly, DJ Roy. I'm here with Shaggy and, of course, Bruce Melodie. So, Shaggy, this song, where do you think it's going to go? What sky's the limit for the song? Do you see this Billboard #1?
I mean, it certainly has the potential. I mean, the sound of it, the vibe, the feel-good energy. When we do it live around in any of the major arenas, you know, whether it be Jingle Ball or any of these, which we have done. I mean, the reaction has been incredible. A lot of stations have been playing it and getting on it. And funny as he was talking about speaking in French. He actually did a French version. The NRJ in Europe is in full rotation over there. So we're doing very well with that record over there too. But like any record, you got to work. You look at, for instance, Godong De went gold. You know what I mean? What is it? 2 years? 2 years that we've been working that record. It's currently, even within the Warner system, it's the number 2 song on TikTok within the whole Warner system. And we just distributed through ADA. You know what I mean? And even in the same situation as Platinum in Canada, Spice's album 10 is almost 150,000. You know what I mean? So in any record, it's going to take a while. I said it to them when we put Mood out, and Mood has been out, 2 years now? We're on the second set of Carnival and see Kes call me, yo, let's come to Trinidad to go work this record because it's one of the biggest record now in recurrent. So when you put record, I even said it when I did It Wasn't Me. It came out and sell 17,000 copies. A year after we're at 10 million. You know what I mean? So you gotta believe in the type of records and make these records that are timeless records, because sometimes our genre, which is like Afro or Shag, well, Afrobeat's pretty big, but in dancehall, we know we never had the big marketing. There's no record company that is dumping $5 million rolling out a reggae act. It's not going to happen. You look what is happening with YG Marley Records, a record on an independent that is taking it all away. It can be done. I've showed people over and over again that this genre is a bankable genre. It's really hard that people don't, the powers that be, corporate, doesn't really spend money on the genre, and a lot of it has to do with our own fault, because you're not going to bet on a horse that don't leave the gate. You're going to bet on the horse if you run the race, even if he doesn't win. You know what I mean? But when you have artists that he's not going to show up on time, he's not going to show up for this, they're going to be late, they're not going to do this, not going to do that. So why would you invest?
How do you work a song with no budget?
Well, the first thing you do is relationship. That is the biggest. People think money is the biggest thing that you need to work a record. You don't. Relationships are what you need, right? I could call you to give me love on this record because I've done a lot of shit for you. You know what I'm saying? and you and I have a long-lasting relationship. You know what I mean? And if I sit down and I see, hey, Roy, you know, give me love on this or the bum, where I go on with you. You know what I mean? I'm warranted to say that because you and I have this relationship. Yeah. I am a relationship person. Mm-hmm. I stay in touch with people. And when I do have the big success, I still go back and go, look at when we did in the Heights of Hot Shot.
Yeah.
Remember that show that I did at Q Club?
Yeah.
That we went in there?
Yeah.
Massive sold out.
Massive.
Right? Matter of fact, our agents at that point said, why the hell are we going to Q Club? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because we're playing arenas at that point. Yeah. But at the point is, I had a great relationship with you guys. Mm-hmm. We knew what Road International and what the Q Club was to the culture, so we still showed up for it. That's relationship. That is how you work a record.
Bruce, your relationship with Shaggy, what have you gotten from it so far in terms of education and knowledge of the music?
Apart from the headaches.
Yeah. I've learned a lot because for the first time when I met him, it was in a restaurant in Dallas. It was the first time, you know, we recorded this song separately. We shot the video separately. For the first time when I met him, I was expecting him, you know, to be as the way he sounds, Mr. Lovelord. But he was very humble, like welcoming. Mm-hmm. We shared some food. Mm-hmm. And another thing, Shaggy never be late.
He doesn't miss a flight.
Say that again. Say that again.
He does not miss a flight.
Say that again.
He never be late.
All right, tell that guy over there who's late today.
He doesn't miss a flight. I know
Never. So I've learned a lot from him, but especially that, you know, you're doing a song with someone like Bruce Melodie from back down there in South Africa, but every time when we had an appointment or a plan, he's always there like 20 minutes before. Yeah. So that one, I have it. And then one more thing is when he said that I'm going to promote this, he will do it. You know, these big artists who will just post like one tweet or one post and that's it. No, Shaggy's not like that. Like when he's into the thing, he's in it.
Okay, so what next? Can we expect another combination?
It's always, everything is, what motivated, I never knew before, what motivated was a song. Mm-hmm. It all depends on what that song is and if it makes sense. Mm-hmm. Because you're selling a song, but you're also selling an experience. Mm-hmm. It's like when we did Go Down There with me, Spice, and Sean Paul, that's a story. Spice was having a lot of trouble with VP. She was very vocal about it. I put them back together. Everybody's wondering. Then everybody knows me and Sean as almost as, you know, kind of rivals in a way, right. You know, because we're pretty much on the same level, but now we're on a record together. That's a story. Mm-hmm. Now all we got to do is make the record be hot. That ain't hard. You know what I'm saying? So for me, that's what it is. I got a new Spice single that I'm about to drop, right? That I'm excited about because and what is so great about it is I'm having Spice do a tune. She's coming out on the Gunman rhythm. Mm-hmm. Now you might ask why the Gunman rhythm.
I did ask actually.
Right, and the reason why it's a Gunman rhythm because what you think about all the female DJs around, what does Spice have over them? Lyrics, and none of them could DJ. Lyrics. Like she could, her timing and her DJing is best. Mm-hmm. And now it's time to showcase it. It's good to say, yo, cock up on this, to that, but now let's get to the skill of it. Let's get to what she could do, right? And she does it better than all of them. Mm-hmm. I am here to tell you that because I've produced a lot of them. You know, so I'm excited for that coming out. I just did the Drop Shade rhythm, which I've not heard you play yet, Roy, but it's okay. I'm taking notes, and so that with Olaf and a couple of other artists, Richie Loops, and you know the team. The Gunman rhythm is coming out. We got a Maya on there also. You know what I mean? I got a Juna cat that is sick. You know what I mean? Wow. Got me on Olaf. Yeah. You know what I mean? And expect a new Shaggy single and a Shaggy album this year.
Okay. Bruce, what can we expect? New EP dropping, album dropping soon?
Yeah, actually, I'm working on my album, which is coming out this year. I've been working on it for 3 years.
Okay.
So I want it to be a very, very good album with Afrobeat, I'm a piano on it, different genres. I want it to be a good album, so expect good music.
You're kind of mellow, but I've seen you on stage. You transform when you walk out on stage.
Oh, he's the king of Kigali. Just do play stadiums. Don't get it twisted.
When you go on stage, like you're
he's
this
just great.
monster.
He just has a great humility. This guy. Yeah.
Yeah. When you prepare to go on stage, what goes to mind? I mean,
Shaggy once told me, I used to know that, but I didn't take it seriously. Like he said, we are not doing music for ourselves. We are doing music for people who love music. So we're just not here. I'm not Bruce Melodie, just Bruce Melodie.
Right.
Like me, no. I need to make people happy. That's my job. That's my duty. So when I have to go on the stage, I just need like 5 minutes alone to remember and be prepared enough to go in front of people. I also need like a glass of gin to hype me up. And then I kill it.
Yeah.
Now, I know Shaggy's toured the world. So there's probably no country I could ask Shaggy that.
There's a
Where
few.
would you like to perform?
There's a few.
Where would you like to perform that you haven't performed yet?
Everywhere, I've been performing in East Africa. That's Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, Rwanda, Burundi. That's all. So I need to perform everywhere in America. You know, I need to perform in South Africa. I need to perform. Yeah, I did a performance in Nigeria, but I need to do even more. I need to perform everywhere. Yeah.
What's on your bucket list?
Places to go?
Yeah, to perform.
To perform?
Yeah.
I don't really have any particular new one. Macau would be nice, but there's not any particular new places that I've been around the globe, and I performed for some, I tell you what, an interesting one was performing for the Pope the other day, right? Which I ended up doing 3 songs for his Christmas special, and that was cool.
The Pope.
So, well, he has this huge Christmas special that is.
Mr. Lover.
I actually did Angel. I did Angel, and I did like 2 Christmas carols that I sing. And funny, it was my 3rd time that he had invited me, and it was always clashing with dates. So finally, I had an opportunity to do it, and walked in, met the Pope, and it was cool when you're there, knowing that the Pope knew who you are. Right. That's a dope thing. It's like I played for the Queen with me and Sting, and just knowing that the Queen knew who you were was. Like a brother from Rio, It just kind of, or if I'm, I sat with Nelson Mandela, at the table in South Africa at the Cora Awards, and we chopped it up there, and I was like, I think that was the most out of body experience I've ever had, because I felt like for the first time, like I was in sitting with a god, like not above royalty. It just it humbles you being at the table with that guy.
All right.
Yeah, so it's incredible. So for me, it's not even places; it's just experience. The Michael Jackson performance and having a conversation with Michael was also knowing that guy didn't just know your name, but he studied everything about you. It's like, oh, you want to know what, how you wrote this song, where you was when you did it. I mean, shit like that really connects for me, because sometimes you're in. I'm grimy. I'm in the streets. I'm in that element, and people. Sometimes, them get used to it or whatever it is, but then you have to step out of that and realize, like, oh, wow, because you never get your flowers in your backyard. People always give you elsewhere. And so sometimes it's nice to step out and go places where, you're like, oh, okay, wow, maybe I'm a bigger deal than I really am. Because people, most of the time, not make me do that. Which is unfortunate, but it is what it is.
Well, I mean, for you, and again, because you're, like you said, you're to the street. You will show up in Hartford Tree. You will show up at Ready on Boom Sundays, and you'll be just hanging out. Yeah. But then again, you're rubbing
Big
shoulders.
up Boom Boom, yeah.
I saw him Sunday too.
Yeah.
But then you'll show up on something major. You'll show up on Disney Channel.
Good Morning America yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
How was the performance last night?
It was good. It was yesterday morning, actually.
It was yesterday morning?
Yeah, Good Morning America. It's called Good Morning America.
No, I thought you did a performance at a place called Celebrities or something.
No,
I think.
No, Rob.
No?
No.
I saw a flyer for it.
No.
Didn't happen?
Okay. That didn't happen.
All right, so here's what you want you to do now, because you're live on CaribStar Radio. You're live on iHeart Radio.
Yeah.
Let's hear the song live.
I think so.
Both of you.
Yeah, you got rhythm?
No.
You want acapella?
Acapulco. Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Bruce. Tell he think you can't sing, Bruce. Kill that boy.
I close my eyes when she's around.
Mad.
I close my eyes when she's around.
Lock behind him.
She blow my mind when she's around. Now funga march when she's around.
Yeah, see that? Big tune.
So, what your eye?
Girl, you have the figure and your perfect design. Top shelf kitty say you're perfectly fine. All upon my mind is how I can make your mind. Gentleman thing, but me not cross the line. Car it's like she control me. Friend them talk about how she hold me. Me and my one and only. Me must score cause me are the goalie.
CaribStar Radio, two special guests, my Bridget Shaggy, and of course, meeting for the first time, Bruce Melodie. Big respect, Bridget. It's a pleasure to have
Big
you
up
live
CaribStar
on
Radio.
CaribStar Radio.
Formerly,
the legacy continues.
Formerly,
Irie Jam Radio.
All right, don't go around
The
it. Cool man,
legacy-
don't go around it.
The
Irie
legacy
Jam Radio.
Continues.
It
And you've been a
continues.
part of that legacy, man.
Hey, yo, man, I don't know why y'all come in here trying to erase the legacy. So good. I'm with CaribStar,
The,
though, but,
the
Irie
legacy
Jam,
continues.
Irie Jam always.
All right.